to replace anguish by the sense of one true happiness, the happiness that is founded in thee and never fades. So these are her words. She says, as it happens, 2 or 3 days ago, I wrote something in reply to a question, and I said something like this: Sri Aurobindo is the Lord, but only a part of the Lord, not the Lord in his totality, because the Lord is all that is manifested and all that is not manifested. Obviously, no, Sri Aurobindo is a part. Then I added, there is nothing that is not the Lord, nothing. There is nothing that is not the Lord, but few indeed are those who are conscious of the Lord. And here she means Lord as in the totality of God consciousness in the universe. And it is this unconsciousness of the creation which constitutes its falsehood. What a gem! When I read it again and again. What is falsehood? Mother's made it so simple. When we are not conscious of the divine in existence, that is falsehood. For example, if I'm saying that is Ashumi, and I'm forgetting that that's also the mother sitting there, that's falsehood. So in that sense, 99.99% of our thoughts are falsehood, because very rarely we remember that is also God. Then mother said, all at once it was so obvious, there it is, there it is. How did falsehood come? But that's it. It's the unconsciousness of the creation that constitutes the falsehood of the creation. And as soon as the creation once more becomes conscious of being the Lord, falsehood will cease. So long as I think I'm Anahita here sitting and I'm not conscious that this is also the mother, that whole concept that I'm Anahita here sitting is a falsehood. And she's saying this falsehood is the root of all misery in human consciousness. And as the creation once more becomes conscious of being the Lord, falsehood will cease. And that's it, isn't it? Everything is difficult, laborious, hard, painful, because everything is done outside the consciousness of the Lord. But when He takes possession of His domain once more, or rather when we allow Him to take possession of His domain once more, when things are done in His consciousness, with His consciousness, everything will become not only easy but wonderful and glorious, and in an inexpressible delight. It came like something self-evident. We say, what is it? What do we call falsehood? Why is the creation false? These were the questions that came to Mother. It is not an illusion in the sense of not existing. It really does exist. So Anahita exists here, Ashumi exists there, but it is not conscious of what it is. This Anahita is not conscious that this is the mother sitting here. Rama is perhaps not conscious that it's Rama sitting there. Not only unconscious of its origin, but unconscious of its essence, of its truth. It is not conscious of its truth, and that's why it lives in falsehood. So beautifully Mother has said, in the pure Vedanta they regard the world as Maya, and Maya is illusion. But Sri Aurobindo and Mother give a very different take on Maya. They say the world is not non-existent, it exists. But Maya is seeing the world divorced from the divine. When we see the world without remembering that behind that mask, it's the divine essence. So looking at the world like that is Maya. It's the illusion of our thinking. And that is falsehood. When we live out of that, it's the genesis of all falsehood, and so the genesis of all misery.